The S&P has wiped out all of its gains since the election. That can always change, but let's bring in day trader Mike Shorr, Prosper Trading Academy. Mike, that was a fast ride to the downside.
So we're dealing with a marketplace that has had challenges, since, let's just say, the beginning of the year or whatever, trying to figure out what is going on in the world, in the economy, and things like that. And now with the tariffs that are going into effect, that is putting, the kibosh on the markets. So, I kind of look at this as a brinksmanship type of play. And I know I know it's not exactly the most obscure name, but Apple is actually holding up. And I think why it is not only is it just Apple, but it's doing a good job of playing both sides of the fence between the United States and China, right? They've put themselves back in good graces with China. China doesn't need to make any more American enemies. And they've also said that they're going to spend a bunch of money over the next 10 years here in plants, manufacturing, and everything. I think to the tune of $500 billion over the next 10 years, I believe, is what we're looking at. So, and it's held up in these markets in the early week pretty well. So if we do get a piece of good news, and, the joke in my trading room is that, I'm like, we're trading tweets more than anything else. 50-day moving average, if we can get back above that, which is like at 239.80, let's call it. If we get above that, probably if it does get above that, then the rest of the market is going up. And I think that there's more room for that to move to the upside. So I think if we get above that 230, let's just call it 239 area, I think you have a decent run up to 250 that's in the cards.
I think you've just given us a clear view into the life of a day trader with this stock market.
It is a very volatile, and it doesn't take the market much to move one way or the other. I mean, look at Monday's afternoon trade. We saw that big, huge thing just slamming it, and then at the end of the day, they rip it right back up there. And then on Tuesday, I think people realize that, okay, for right now, the fake is not on, that the tariffs are going into effect, but we'll see how much of a I don't want to use that word. If they see that this brinksmanship comes to an end, and if it does, I think something like Apple's positioned well to the upside.
Thank you for your trader talk.
Well, thanks a lot for having me.